Hi and welcome back. My name is Mari if it's your first time here, and today I have a really exciting video because I have a mini haul in collaboration with Fragrance Buy from Canada. So basically they sent me this new perfume that they want me to review, and I also got to choose some other ones. And also at the end of this video I will be sharing with you my first impression of a very special perfume that someone actually lent me. So I wanted to also pack it in this video. So if you want to see what perfume that is, make sure to stick to the end, and you can also see my first impressions of many other amazing fragrances. Before we get there though, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel and also to pass by my Instagram and Facebook pages. So this is the box where everything arrived in. It is a really nice big box and I have a lot of things here to review with you guys. I'm going to start out with this perfume called Rouge from Rouge, however you want to say it, from Christian Siriano. And I did look up Christian Siriano, and he actually won Project Runway, which is an American TV reality show. Can't talk, reality show. And yeah, he's just a designer, and he recently released this perfume, which actually comes with a lipstick, which I'm wearing at the moment. I already love the lipstick. But yeah, I don't know if I said it before, I don't think so. I have not tried anything that I'm showing today. This is my first impressions for literally everything. I did take everything out of the plastic wrap just so that it is more convenient for me to show you, but it is my genuine first impression. And if at any point I do not like anything, or if I love anything, I have a really bad poker face. So you will 100% be able to see it in my face how I truly feel. So this is the lipstick that arrived. Again, it's the one I have on. I am obsessed with the lipstick. It is the one thing that I already have tried on, obviously. And this is the perfume, Rouge. As you can see, comes in a really sort of girly chic, girly chic, that's what I meant to say, design. And I have read the pamphlet on this perfume and just kind of on the brands overall, and it was saying that this is mainly a white floral / floriental with a hint of gourmand. So I do have an idea of what it smells like. And it does exactly smell like that. It is like a floriental for sure. I would not say that this is a white floral, like a typical white floral. Nor would I say that it's a gourmand. It really just smells very floriental. Reminds me a little bit, it doesn't smell like it at all, but it reminds me a little bit of Goldea from Bulgari, which is also a floriental. And it is very fruity. I know that this fragrance, because again on the information that I was looking at, it does say that it has grapefruit. And I definitely do get some grapefruit in there, as well as some jasmine. This is actually very pleasant. I was expecting it to be a little bit more kind of like in your face, just because the whole idea is about a very sort of fierce woman with like red lipstick and, you know, really fierce scent. But it's actually a lot more subtle. Like, it's definitely very classy and very girly, but it's not like, very feminine rather, I wouldn't say it's girly. But it's not like, again, in your face girly or like obnoxious or anything. Also, I do want to say, I would love to see this whole set as a gift for somebody. If you are looking to give a gift to a woman, or even a man if he enjoys this kind of things in your life, then I totally suggest something like this. This perfume plus the lipstick would make a stunning gift. And the more I smell this, the more I can see a very sort of feminine but also kind of confident woman wearing this to go out, and I really am enjoying the scent the more I smell it. And I would probably wear it more for nighttime. I don't think it's like a nighttime perfume necessarily, but I just wouldn't really see myself wearing it during the day. But yeah, I just appreciate that it's subtle in different ways. Like, it is a little bit fruity, it is a little bit sweet, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet or overwhelmingly fruity. And I can totally see this being like someone's signature scent. And also appreciate that it is pretty unique. It's not like a lot of times designer fragrances, you smell them, you smell one and you smell all of them, because they smell so similarly. But this one does have its own particular character, and I mean, I'm gonna have it in my wrist for the rest of the video, so I'll go back to it later on and see how I feel about it. So the next perfume that I will be opening, unboxing, is from Mancera. I wonder if it's said Mancera or Mancera. I feel like it's Mancera, but it should be said Mancera. I don't know. But before, I haven't smelled this before again, like anything else. This is Rose's Vanille. Before I do spray it, I want to say that something that really surprised me about Fragrance by Canada is that I have been purchasing fragrances online for a long time. I do really prefer the price online compared to department stores and the mall and all that, and especially like airports. Airports are the worst. So something that I really appreciated is that they have a really strong variety of both niche and designer perfumes. A lot of times these online stores only sell designer fragrances for discounted prices, which is cool, but it is very difficult to find niche perfumes. However, with Fragrance by Canada, you do have a huge array of niche perfumes, which for me makes my life a lot easier, because in the future, when I do, want to purchase more niche fragrances, which I am just getting started with them, I know where to go. Because before, my only other alternative was simply going to the house of the perfume, and God knows those are like twice the price of what sites like these usually sell them for. So yeah, that's enough of my little side note there. This is Rose's Vanille from Mancera. I am going to be spraying it on my other wrist. I have to say that I have not smelled this, of course, but this is so strong, as I have heard Mancera fragrances to be, that I could smell it from outside the bottle. So I already have a pretty good idea of what it smells like. Maybe it smells completely different on skin, but it turns out that it smells exactly like the bottle. And I got very excited when I smelled it off the bottle, because it reminded me a lot of Red Roses from Jo Malone. If you've never smelled that, that is just a purely rose-based sort of cologne. This is obviously a lot more complex and dense, but I just appreciate the fresh roses that are pretty much identical to the ones in that fragrance. So I am just very excited to have something that smells like that, but that it's even nicer. So yes, the roses are very, very in your face here. I'm not getting much of the vanilla so far. And again, of all these perfumes that I'm, doing first impressions of, I'll definitely be making videos later on, saying how they have developed on my skin throughout the many other times that I plan to wear them. But yeah, so far just lots of fresh Red Roses. Smells like a creamier version of Red Roses from Jo Malone. So I love that so much. This is another Parfum, and it is also a unisex perfume. So far, just like what I had read, it is unisex, but it's very feminine leaning, meaning that, yeah, a guy could wear this. You guys know me, I think anyone can wear whatever fragrance they want. But I definitely see this working more on a girl so far, at least, because it is very rose prominent with that vanilla creaminess in the background. But yeah, that is Rose's Vanille from Mancera. So the next one that I have is from Montale, and as you may or not know, Montale and Mancera are like sister houses. I think they're owned by the same person. And I did want to choose one that was unisex, because I feel like unisex is probably the best way for my channel to go right now. But yeah, I did want to choose one that was unisex leaning feminine, like the one I just showed you. And then one that was unisex leaning more towards the masculine side, which is this one, Amber and Spices from Montale. I already sprayed it, but I'm going to spray a little bit more. Let me take this off actually. Again, I don't know the notes for this perfume. I do know that a lot of Montale perfumes have oud in the backgrounds, a more synthetic oud, I believe. And I don't really get that much oud. I feel like I do, but I couldn't really tell you yet. Definitely don't get any amber, maybe later. Again, it's really hard to tell at the beginning. And it's definitely a little bit more masculine, actually a lot more masculine than the Rose's Vanille one, and a lot more intense. I feel like it's hard for me to think of a situation when I would wear this one right now, but I can sort of imagine that maybe in the winter time, in the cold time, and maybe for nighttime, I could wear it either alone or layering. I mean, we'll see if I change my mind and maybe do like the dry down of this fragrance and start enjoying it a little bit more for colder weather. So yeah, that's Amber and Spices from Montale. So before we do get to the fragrance that I want to share my first impression of at the end of this video, they also sent me Fragrance by Canada. They also sent me these 3 samples. 2 of them are from Aedes, the Venustas. One is the Eau de Parfum Classic Aedes de Venustas, and the other one is Musc Esencé, also the Eau de Parfum. And then one of them is Laudano Nero from Tiziana Terenzi. And I will be trying these 3 on the tester papers so that I don't keep, occupying space on my skin. The first one that I have here is just a classic Aedes, the Venustas Eau de Parfum. I feel like I'm saying that so wrong. This one is just very, very herbal. Again, all of these are just first impressions. I want to emphasize that. It is very herbal, and it is also really green. It's not really my kind of perfume. I've always really hated green perfumes, not gonna lie. I mean, I could see this working for some people, maybe in the summertime, the springtime, if you are outdoors. But it's definitely not something that I would personally wear. So yeah, I don't particularly like this one so much. The next one is Aedes de Venustas Musc Esencé. And this one, you can totally tell that it is from the same house as the one I just tried. And it still has a very herbal sort of tone to it, but this one's definitely a lot woodier. And just like the other ones, maybe a little bit more slightly aromatic, and I would say feminine. I would say this one is a little bit more masculine just because of those really woody undertones. And despite the name, I don't really get much musk yet. Then I have here the Laudano Nero from Tiziana Terenzi. And this one is a little bit sweet actually. Also pretty woody, but sweet in a very aromatic way. It's not like a gourmand way or anything like that. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be unisex, but I would definitely see it more for women. Actually, the notes are here. It has cognac, rosemary, tobacco. I definitely pick up tobacco. I think that's what was in the back of my head. I think the honey and the tobacco, I really do pick up those. I think this is a pretty sophisticated sort of middle-aged woman's fragrance. Really reminds me of Florence for some reason. Really reminds me of like a really nice garden or like terrace in Florence. But yeah, this is pretty nice. I could see myself maybe wearing this in the right situation. Okay, so finally I will be unboxing the surprise that I had for you. This is not from Fragrance by Canada. Everything else that I showed you is. And again, if you are interested in both designer fragrances and discounted niche ones, then please make sure to check them out. I love their collection so much, so please go ahead and check them out. But I have Aventus here that actually my brother lends me to unbox. This will be my first impression of this perfume. I have a pretty good idea already of what it smells like because I have smelled plenty of Aventus clones and I have read lots of reviews about it, so I doubt that it will be much of a surprise for me. And I also do plan to make plenty of videos in the future of more of like an in-depth review of Aventus, so stay tuned for those. So this is what the bottle looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. And it does come with this little sort of information set, you know, identifying that it is a legitimate Creed perfume, and it kind of talks, about the history of the perfume and whatnot, and how it was a royal supplier for many years. So I just sprayed some here. So far it is a much more subtle, for lack of a better word, version of all the clones. I mean, not version because this is the real thing, of all the clones that I have smelled so far. I do get the pineapple here a lot more than I get it in the Al Haraman one at least, and even the Club de Nuit one. I didn't really get much pineapple there. But the pineapple does, does strike me from the beginning. I do think this is an older batch. I don't think this is a very new batch, but I could be wrong. But yes, again, it does really remind me of the clones, but again, it is completely different. It is a lot more subtle and a lot more sophisticated and a lot fruitier also. I feel like the clones a lot of times tend to take like a single aspect of the fragrance you know, to not be exactly alike to it and just kind of explode or exploit that single aspect of the perfume. But this one is a lot more well-rounded and a lot fruitier so far. Alright guys, so that was all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know we talked about a lot of different perfumes here. I hope you enjoyed this mini haul. Please pass by fragrancebuy.ca Canada if you are interested in any of these perfumes or in any other discounted niche ones or designer ones. And if you enjoy this video, as usually, I want to remind you to subscribe and to pass by my social media pages. But also make sure to let me know that you enjoyed it by leaving me a comment and a thumbs up.